It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans' veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Titans and the Wizards on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Today it's week 4. We've got the here. As it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Wizards of Louisville. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, joining you as always. And Charles, you check out this Louisville team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready
Lewis,
to roll.
welcome back to the Chili Gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are, episode of the Louisville Wizards Cupcake Relocation franchise right here on Madden 24. If you missed any of the other episodes, they are available on the channel in a playlist. We're ready to rock and roll here. Let's see what the Wizards can do here.
So the Titans set to go to work for
C.J. Stroud, the former Houston Texan, a.k.a.
6'3".
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he? I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions.
Just that very first episode of this series, you'll know exactly what happened to make this team a Cupcake Relocation. This year is the season we're looking for. And King Henry is going to go down on a game of a deuce there.
For just a couple of yards, second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud.
Incomplete. Well, good job there by the secondary, or by the good job by the Wizards to block that one. Stop that one. Have it down.
This is 3rd and 8. Now Stroud.
Back to pass. Stroud looking. He's going to run, and he is going to lose the football. Incomplete to say. Finish he through. So great opening defensive stand there for the Wizards. Here we go now, 4:19 left.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends
this
one away.
What we got here? Holding on the receiving team?
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Okay. So last night,
knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that was accepted.
Last night getting
so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Got a man in motion. Hand it off to Kamara. Look at Alvin Kamara shake a couple of tackles there. Gets the first down. Gain of 17 for Alvin Kamara.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
What a run for Alvin Kamara.
To get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily
Bannon's still in their quarterback now. Bannon on the run. Bannon. Got back to the original line of scrimmage there. They got to hurry up offense here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. The Wizards. They hand it off to Kamara. He gets nowhere again.
Here's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Kamara catches it.
Complete.
No, they said he was incomplete. Okay.
Contact the ball free. It's 4th down.
It's now
on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what
that would have been nice to have the Wizards catch that one. They catch a break with that one, but it did not happen. So here comes Stroud back. Looking, Stroud gonna go down in a hurry. He lost him 10 yards.
He goes down. Loss of 10. And running up 2nd. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
Not a gain of 7.
Give him 8 that time. And it'll be a third and about 13. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape.
DJ Stroud back to pass. Stroud going to throw it to the outback. And he is stopped. Will not get the first down. Look. Here comes the punting unit. The buck 24 left to play here in the first quarter. Off the side of his foot there. And
this
going
will
to drop
depend on the
out.
spot as it sails out
At
of
the
bounds.
10-yard line.
And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard
They're
line.
on the 10-yard
The
line.
offense and Alvin Kamara heading back
So here
onto
comes
the
Alvin
field.
Kamara now.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy.
Kamara incomplete again. Bannon over 2 thus far. Tried to get it out there, but he could not do it. Could not do it at all.
And exceeded in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Bannon running the football. Bannon gets a 3rd and inches.
Shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He can give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Kamara gets the first down.
Here's his taken down at the 22.
You really almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Incomplete. Tank Dell, the intended receiver.
Intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Bannon, 3rd and inches again. That ends the first quarter. Still no score.
After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw.
Tank Dell with the first down. What a catch.
He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here comes
Back to
Bannon.
throw here.
Bannon goes down, a loss of 7 yards on the play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
What a catch. First down. The big tight end.
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A game that was 30 big ones.
The big tight end was there. My gosh, what a catch.
Red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to
Kamara
take this
gets a
ahead
gain
for
of 3.
around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd
At the
down.
19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's
He just re-signed this week for a big contract of 3 extended years. Xavier Hutchinson.
15 on the first down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then.
Tried it outside. He got nailed.
He probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Titans.
Kamara, 3rd and goal.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Incomplete again.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for
What's going to happen here?
Defense holds up in coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not
They're going to go for it here.
In terms of touchdowns,
the Wizards are going for it.
They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Incomplete.
Down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
So they should have went for the field goal here, but they wanted to go for 6. That was a good drive. They wanted to go for 6, and they couldn't get it.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Safety! Safety, what a safety. This defense is on par today, folks. My gosh, what a move for this defense.
Their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Fanning out again. Now as this team is completely destroying this Titans ball club here.
And they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
And there's a holding penalty on the offense, I guarantee you.
They don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get
so the offensive holding,
the parameters that they've set for themselves.
Scruggs gets caught.
Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Kamara off the draw.
Kamara trying to run forward.
At the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. What I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position.
Incomplete.
And oftentimes we call
he tried so hard there. Hutchinson could not come up with it.
We saw the linebacker make the stop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Incomplete to Hutchinson.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Here comes C.J. Stroud again. Stroud just trying to do his little thing here. He's just been caught hardcore here.
As they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Stroud back to pass. He's looking. The throw is caught. No. Right to the original line of scrimmage with 58 seconds left.
Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
C.J. Stroud from the shotgun now. Empty backfield.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
Oh, and K.J. Armstrong's going to go in for the 6. Is there K.J. K.J. Armstrong here wrong? Osborne, my fault. K.J. Osborne with the touchdown.
Will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
So right there.
Now for the extra point. And it's
If
now
it's up,
a
it is good.
7-2 ball game.
Makes the score.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Not wrap him up back here is what happened. That's why the touchdown happened.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
Incomplete. Farley, the intended receiver.
Knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Keeps himself upright. That's complete to Hutchinson.
Tank Dell couldn't get in position to get a block there. Hutchinson would have been up the field. And a timeout called by the Wizards.
Before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him in the game.
Out of bounds goes Barron. What we had to do there.
Fourth, the decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Get their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by
There's no way Fairburn can make a 59-yard field goal.
to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Intercepted, Barron.
It's intercepted.
And the Wizards will go in to halftime trailing at 7-2.
First half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter.
Here we go, folks. We're ready to rock this one. There's the kick.
As we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own
This
18-yard
offense
line.
ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored.
Incomplete hit as he threw it. Could not get anything going there. Incomplete.
To regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control.
Here we
of this
go.
ball
Now
game
we're ready.
one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And hit as he threw his hand. That defense pretty hard hitting here compared to where they were earlier.
We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
Incomplete again. Tank Dell, the intended receiver.
But it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone.
And they're
for
going
the
for it,
first time.
folks. The Wizards
He
are
did
going
find a way
for
to
it.
break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Incomplete.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness.
Could not get it. So the Wizards, 2 gambles by Coach Bucky Simpson did not go well. King Henry goes down. King Henry could not get anything going here. And here we go, folks, as we get ready. Stroud, if you will, barking out orders here.
Stroud looking to throw.
He's in trouble. The throw is caught. Incomplete. Incomplete.
The defender all over it that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Pass taken in.
Touchdown, Titans.
Titans touchdown.
So the Titans capitalize on the misfortune. Capitalize on the misfortune, and this could bring the Wizards. The Wizards could have problems here. Going for it on 4th down, should not have done it, folks. No idea what Coach Simpson was thinking.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th.
They're ready to go here.
Get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
Barron on his feet. He's still going. What a run. What a run by Nick Bannon. What a run by Barron. My goodness, that was beautiful.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, almost caught it. Tank Dell saw it in the air, dove, almost caught it, but not intended for him. It was intended for Hutchinson.
completions in there and get their offense moving.
On the move to his left.
What a block! And Bannon running with purpose there.
Empty space there, picking up the first down in a 21-yard gain.
What a run by Nick Bannon. Kamara, 7 rushes, 33 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle. Make sure you're back. You spend time with your
Here we go, folks, as the Wizards get ready.
Move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and Bannon goes down. He was looking, waiting for tight end to get open.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third
Antonio
down.
Cortena.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaking
So
up.
4th and
Still
1, and they're
just the
going
third
for it here.
quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. Here we go with Kamara.
Second effort, Kamara gets the first down.
The tackle and the extra effort moves the sticks. They've been hurt twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
The
line.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara.
Kamara gets a gain of 8.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Now they'll switch it up here and look to
at the
throw.
7-yard line.
Bannon goes down in a huff.
Taken down and sacked
And the offense
by
moving quickly to the line.
Anderson. A 7-yard loss. Brings up
Third down
down.
and drop to throw.
Incomplete intended for Jeffries.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
What an excellent defensive scheme.
Jaime Fairbairn is going to go for the extra or for the field goal here.
Recognized how important it was to bring up 4th
That
down.
might not be good.
A 31-yard attempt.
It is good. Fairbairn gets it, and the Wizards.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response.
The Wizards down by only 9 now.
Because I think you need to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey,
Fairbairn.
we're not going away.
What a kick. And he's going to take a knee.
Sit on this one.
So the knee is taken.
To 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got.
Here we go now, the Titans. C.J. Stroud under center now, got an I formation. It's picked off!
They tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Touchdown, Wizards right back into this one. Alex Austin.
Game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when the offense
You
is
take a look at it right here as Alex Austin is there. He threw it. Alex Austin was right there
take a few chances along the way
to do it.
and see if we
Picked
can
off.
generate some points ourselves. And lo and
Jaime
behold,
Fairbairn
they were
lining
able
up
to
for the
deliver.
extra point.
Oh, they faked it, and that was not what they needed to do.
Down he goes.
They faked it, and it was not what they should have done, but they tried. They tried to fake it there.
Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when to try something from the 15 on the PAT?
Here comes C.J. Stroud after the interception to Austin the last time they were out.
Kicking the ball through the post.
They begin with Henry to about the 33-yard
Number 22,
line.
Derrick Henry, the ball
They give him
carrier.
4 yards
He's
there. It'll be
taken
2nd
down
and
at the
6.
33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. That is the third quarter, a 3-point game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
So here we go, folks, and we're ready to rock.
More after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 6.
Bronco switch. Bronco.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Stroud goes down. And what a loss of 8 yards there on the play. First down, so a good catch there.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Titans.
Check, Panther. Hey, check that.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Henry gets nothing. 4 rushes, 6 yards for Derrick Henry. He has been contained hard.
Offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
Again to Henry. 4th and 7, I believe they're going to have to punt it here. They will punt it. 2 minutes, 50 seconds here.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he bounced right into the hole and couldn't get anything going there.
15 for a gain of 2. So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
D'Angelo.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
Jeffries is hurt.
Shaken up.
High ankle sprain, will not be able to return, so D'Angelo Morgan
take a peek
will come in and take care of things.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground.
D'Angelo Morgan, and they're going to have to punt it here. They're going to have to go for it here. There's just no question.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Morgan with the great effort there, gaining the 1st down. And here comes the 2-minute warning, perhaps. There will be the 2-minute warning.
Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
In there. Ooh, I thought that was intercepted. That was almost intercepted, folks. Here we go. Cannon. Back to pass. Gonna go deep for Dill. Incomplete. He almost had it.
Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there.
And D'Angelo Morgan almost had it incomplete, and out of hands.
Yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 4th down and 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Incomplete, and that's got to be it. That has got to be it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
King Henry.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Calling a pickup of 7. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
So the Titans win this one 14-11.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll
Touchdown!
He's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 10, 46 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball.
Incomplete. Bannon hit as he threw. This Titans defense is just strong.
And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Incomplete, batted down.
And it falls down.
And Howard goes down again.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now, meanwhile,
My gosh, just can't get anything going. This Titan defense is buckling down and really taking care of things here.
Here's 4th down.
Gotta love this Titan offense, man, or defense rather.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but a big game, a game that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with a good tackle in bounds, that clock is moving.
And a Louisville first down.
Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
22-yard line.
2nd and 13.
Picked off. Should not have done it, but he tried anyway. He picked it off. And this game is over, folks. My gosh, the Wizards, maybe they should have went for a couple of the 4th down plays. Coach should always like to gamble every now and again. Does this hurt him? I don't think it will, but this was a match that they actually, this was a game that they had to, they had to win. They had to win this game. It's a division game. They had to win it, but they did not.
Positives moving forward.
To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
And that's it. 21-11, folks.
Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger.
Well, there you have it,
Dominance
folks.
is
There
starting
you
to
have
take
it.
over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Louisville, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance.
So next week, the Louisville Wizards will be playing against none other They'll be playing against none other than the New York Giants at home. So there you have it, folks. Got a breakout player here. Looking for this. Roll out the carpet, baby, because I have arrived. Did you see me out there, Coach? I was the anchor on this defense, man. There you have it. Folks, we're going to check in with QB number 1 to talk about the previous game. In the next episode, you'll see exactly what that conversation exists or is due before we go in to the next game. If you're new, scratch the claw marks to the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Come over to Wolfpack Fam today. Sniff and bite into the bell icon. Become part of the Relocation Squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. Always stay hungry, hungry like the wolf. Ooh, and out.